So last time we cracked the backend architecture of my production app. So today we are tackling the three biggest frontend challenges and how I solved and implemented and how I built frontend for my codebase.in. So the first biggest mistake or challenge is connecting frontend to backend by error-free code. And the second is state management that actually scales and the risk faced by a lot of web developers. And the third is UI patterns that most web devs waste time on that. So today I will show you how I built the frontend for codesx.in by solving these problems with smart routing, zero prop drilling, and a state management you have probably never seen. So let's go. Before that, I will show you the frontend like how I built. So this is the website. So you can see this is the front end I built basically. So these are the components and these are the profile section. So you can see here this is a profile section basically. So you can log out, log in, and this is the payment section basically. You can choose any payment like and just you can proceed ahead. So as you can see, this is a sub page, and if you go you will get one more sub page and it will load, and you can see you can payment from here. So this is the main thing. So you can close everything if you did not payment it. So this is the main thing, and this is a testimonial. So you can see this is a testimonial, and this is a footer basically. You can just go to the top. So if you can go to the footer also, this is also built drastically, and you can back to the top. This is the main thing. So this is the main front end overflow you can see. So now let's get into the basically actual code. So I will jump into the VS Code to show the entire code for you guys. So this is source code basically. In the previous video we tackled about the back end basically. So now we'll start the front end. The first step is section 1 where we will set up and tools. The first stop setting up CSS frameworks like Tailwind and Redux manually, because I use Mern launcher which will set up all these things under less than 60 seconds. If you want to know how, I will drop a link in the description, so you check out that video, you will get to know how. So and also I'll drop a GitHub link of that, so you can see how to configure it and how to use that. Okay, so what I got from one launcher is basically Redux toolkit will automatically pre-configure, and slices, what are the slices for authentication, payments, etc., all will be configured, and even the Tailwind CSS will also be configured. And the pro tip is, if you use Redux toolkit, use extra reducers because it cuts boilerplate by 50%. Trust me, because I use a lot. So you can see this is the main front-end structure. These all structures will be created by that one launcher in very couple of minutes. Yeah, minutes, not in minutes, even in seconds you can think it as. Okay, so here is the main.jsx, or you can say app.jsx, sorry. So the thing is, this routing is done right basically. So most devs dump all the routes in app.jsx here, but I did not like this, but I did not do like this, you can see here. So this is the biggest mistake, but here's how I scale this approach. So I create the separate folder called routes here, you can see here, for more scalable, and in these routes I keep basically separate routes, basically app routes.js, where public routes are defined, for example home, documents, etc., and private routes where user only routes, like for example if it is a private for you, then keep it like that. And the final is admin route where you will keep the admin related routes. And the fourth is basically index.jsx. Why? Because to export these all in one file basically. So I exported all these so that we can use in any other file in single, by importing from any one file, so that is more easier. So you can see I imported from the app routes, basically app routes. You can see just I place that here, I put the component here, and all is over. So if you visit the app routes, so you will can get. So here is the routing system, entire routing system, it might be anything. You can see I implement only one route for home, and this is the footer route, don't bother about this. So how it is possible, only implemented a one route. So it means somewhat like a single page application, and React is named, or React is valid for only that actually. So it is basically a framework which is did for only single page application, and I did that. So this is very interesting thing, I will discuss you later like how I did this. So let's come to the section 3 where most users make mistake. It is the URL state management. Exactly. So I will discuss in the next video. Why? Because the video is getting more lengthier. So if you are interested in this, like how I manage state. So in the next video I will be showing like how I do, like how I will manage state using URL, not the use state or use effect or any other hooks. Trust me, it will be very interesting. So stay tuned. Thank you.